everyone. So I guess everyone is ready with the presentations. Not really presentation, but just like a 5-minute discussion as to what all have you discussed, so that everyone in the meeting gets to know what are the outcomes of this whole discussion. So I would request the moderators from the breakout room one to just come up and tell us or nominate the people from the breakout room who have just volunteered to tell us. We'll time it very strictly, not more than 5 minutes. Thank you.
Shall I go ahead?
Yes, Gunsha, if there was nobody else in the volunteering from your group, maybe you can. And yes, this is the last session as we are having. I would request everyone to turn on their videos as many of you as can. If you can, please. Thank you.
All right. So, good evening, everyone. I hope other discussions in the breakout rooms have been as productive as we witnessed. So, basically, our breakout room talked about the relevance of coal and petroleum as fossil fuels in today's world. And our speakers, young speakers, highlighted their importance and significance in daily life, the impact of fossil fuel use on people, which is very widespread, and the Middle Eastern countries' policy loopholes and maybe their monopoly over the production of these fossil fuels. That also creates a barrier for other countries. And Atharv, who's one of the speakers from our breakout room, suggested that we need a new UN body to consolidate the allocation of funds towards improving the existing status quo. And tubeless mechanisms that transmit fossil fuels to other countries should be taken care of. And we also looked into the historical trajectory of their use and talked about the recent example of the penetration of nuclear technology in Jharkhand and how we can improve local governance. Thank you for listening.
Can we have Atharv or somebody else from the group as well to just summarize or present their views?
Krisha and Atharv, they both had volunteered and they both would like to summarize.
Yeah. Maybe we can go ahead with Atharv and then Krisha.
Okay, hi, greetings of the day, good evening. I'm Atharv, I'm from Jammu and Kashmir. So I'm given this opportunity to summarize everything and give solutions that we talked and
Atharv, I'm so
deliberate
sorry to
in
just
this session.
disrupt. Is that possible for you to turn on your video?
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you. Everybody who's speaking would request you all to turn on your videos. Nice to meet you, Atharv.
Hello, ma'am. So moving further, what happened in the committee was we deliberated upon many things, but there were 3 to 4 main things that we deliberated upon. First was the nuclear power, how it is shaping the destiny of our future generations and the current scenario. Second, we talked about the MENA region, which stands for Middle East and North Africa, which holds for more than 90% of world's fossil fuel trade. Then we went to India's Jharkhand. We deliberated upon how Jharkhand is having influence of nuclear fallout, nuclear waste, radiation, and the impact of coal and petroleum and fossil fuels with mining on the Jharkhand and its people, their natives. Then we talked about these solutions which can be implemented to protect the fossil fuels for our future generations. So going on to the first solution, we propose strict enforcement of safety regulations in countries like India, in developing countries like Nepal, where where government can have easy access over mining authorizations, so that everything can be fairly operating so that there can be a positive impact on people, and places like Jharkhand can have more safer environment. Then comes the MENA region. I specifically proposed a solution for developing a new UN powered organization for the MENA region and for the nations who promote crude oil, who hold for more than 90% of crude oil trade, so that there can be effective policies, effective structures, effective, calls, effective stuff that can really change the today's achievements and significance of fossil fuels. Then we talked about how we can, how we can create a solution where, nations can come together, sign pacts and agreements which will shape the current scenario for fossil fuels and its trade. Then Vaishnavi ma'am also deliberated upon Jharkhand issue. Then we further got into solutions proposed by the other participant, and how we can regulate governments, how we can regulate national governments, how we can regulate authorizations, private or government authorizations, which work particularly upon mining areas, either be mining areas or can be refineries as well. So yeah, that was about our room, our topic, and our our participants. And yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Can we go with the second representative first, as quickly as possible? We're running out of.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, good evening, everyone.
Vaishnavi.
I'm Krishna.
Yeah, so we have two people, Vaishnavi, Krishna and Suchita. So I think Krishna will start now. We had a very good discussion. A lot of people were there. We were able to sort of just go ahead and include everybody as much as we could. So the two people are there. They volunteered for themselves. Very pleased to see that. And they'll just be going ahead and summing up all that was talked about and their own opinions. So Krishna, you can please go ahead.
Uh, okay. So my name is Krisha. Good evening, everyone.
Oh, no, I'm
So
sorry. I think you're not in my group.
yeah,
It's Krishna. Uh,
Krisha.
No, there is another person, Krishna, who was in my
Okay.
break room too. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, Krishna, you can go ahead.
Wait. Mansha, are you talking about the room 3 or like 2?
No, two.
Okay. So I think Krisha belongs to the one. We have not completed the
Oh,
one.
okay,
Krisha is
great.
there. So
And
Krisha, go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay. So my name is Krisha, and I'm gonna summarize what I learned. I think coal is still vital for India, especially states like Jharkhand. The future must include cleaner options like nuclear and renewable energy to ensure both growth and sustainability. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Now I'd request the moderators from group 2 or the breakout room 2 to just present the case. Mansha.
yeah. So I think I said everything that was needed to be said. Krishna can just go ahead and present the topics with you. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Krishna. It was very nice topic to deal about the renewable energy role in this two country scenario, Nepal and India. And first, I discuss about the Trump view about and Trump policy, which hinders the mostly Nepal big ambitious plan like a MCC project, which is a transmission line of the Nepal from to India, and Meet Singh also discussed very well topic like we can use the solar energy of the India and hydropower potential from Nepal, and which can be used as per the need, and we can balance the grid. And one more, my one of my more fellow um, present the topic like Samjhana from Nepal, that hydropower could be a good, but like barriers and infrastructure defects, like financial constraints, many things are there. So, but if we keep the things in a one table and one structure, we'll work with the every stakeholders, then we can what we call hit the target. And with the as the renewable energy is much needed in the coming days, and like it's become even cheaper these days in comparison of like coal and petroleum is price is very much higher in comparison of this solar is tariff is now like a 2 and 3 rupees per kilowatt, like it's very less price. So we can if and like hydro price is very high, like high in comparison of solar. So everything if we keep manage in a good way, the renewable energy price is going to be very good, and good for the South Asian countries and cross-border transmissions. And we talked about the financial, and it was really great topic. And this thank you for engaging this program.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Krishna. Shujita, you can start.
So good evening, everyone. I would first like to quickly thank you
both the platforms, You Thinking Society and C Cube, to giving us this platform. Coming quickly to our discussion, so we have the discussion on the topic green energy alternatives and inter-country synergies, trade-off and opportunities. So, as my fellow mate Krishna discussed about the point of view and the questions from the side of Nepal, from the Nepal side. From the Indian side, we have starting off, we actually, discussed how India has a lot of potential in all kinds of energy, renewable energy sources, be it solar, wind and tidal, biomass, everything. Moving ahead, we discussed about the barriers. What are the barriers pertaining to the large scale adoption of these renewable sources in India? So, one of the factors which came out was lack of awareness, and again, lack of high cost, which which not everyone is able to afford. So that's that. And we had also discussed about the cross-border energy trade, which might serve as a critical enabler of regional sustainability by facilitating resource optimization. Decarbonization was also discussed. By trading clean energy, both countries can move away, India and Nepal, and many more, which uh, from a fossil fuel based power, and this will actually contribute a lot. One more important point which was discussed, was the with when we talk about renewable source of energy, as discussed yesterday as well by Dr. Neha pointed out, that the trade-off is between the laborers who are actually employed in the coal mining process. And one of our fellow mates actually discussed about what harm, or can come if we switch to the renewable source. So policies also need to be made for the employees who who are and who were employed in the mining process. So yeah, that's all we can we contributed. And yeah, if anyone has to say anything, Mancha and Tanvi have been really great moderators. They pushed us literally to discuss. So yeah, I would like to thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Honestly, I had a very good room, so that was that. But I think for moderators, I already talked a lot in the discussion with them, so I don't really have a lot to add
I
now.
think
If
Tanvi has
Tanvi, you
some
want to say
pointing.
something, please go ahead.
So yeah, as we have discussed a lot of things, and thank you so much, Shuchita. Uh, so I also want to put forward this viewpoint of Shritama, and this she gave a very good point, and that talked about the cross-border energy trade, which might serve as a critical enabler for the regional sustainability, and it can facilitate the resource optimization. It can enhance the energy security. She also talked about decarbonization, that we can trade the clean energy, as we are still trading the high energy electricity which is generated from hydropower projects. So this is a good option. Both countries can move away from fossil fuel based power and make progress on their nationally determined contributions. As we know, we have discussed these things in the COPs. Then another thing she talked about is the investment promotion, as people in my breakout room uh, pointed out that there are financial constraints, especially for the countries like Nepal. So she gave this particular point, which is about investment promotion, that a stable cross-border energy trade regime might attract the foreign direct investments in the basically to foster the regional infrastructure development, which is in which we both the countries are lacking, and this can reduce the cost of capital for green energy projects also. She also gave this one viewpoint about regional grid integration, which is for the cross-border trade, which might turn out as a precursor to broader the South Asian energy market integration as envisioned under SARC energy ring. So we discussed a lot, and we had a very thought-provoking session just right now. So thank you so much. This is from my side. And thanks a lot to all the people.
All right, now I would invite Divya and Reha to sum up their case. I saw a lot of amazing discussion was going on. Maybe now we'll all have fun hearing them.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. So from our group, Lakshman and Ritik has volunteered to help for the presentation. So I'll start with whatever we have discussed and then they'll add on their points. So our topic was collaborative climate action framework, best practices and case studies. R was majorly regarding whatever has happened or the case studies that might help us for shaping the future reforms between the India and Nepal bilateral relations. So our session started with Via introducing about the C-Cube and then discussing about the bilateral relationship between India and Nepal, which had Poonam from our team mentioning about the hospitality medical related initiative that are being taken between India and Nepal. Then we moved towards the case studies that included MUN discussions that were signed by both the countries over biodiversity conversations signed in 2019, as mentioned by Abhinav, on some of the specific animals like Indian Bengal tiger and Asian elephant. Then we also had discussions about deforestation, which are caused by the lot of this environmental issues that's been facing by both the countries, especially between the border areas. And we had a discussion with Lakshman regarding the 2015 Nepal earthquake and the river overflow. That held a major consequences as it caused a lot of cross-border issues between both the countries, India and Nepal, and it also had a lot of repercussions from both the sides. Then we moved towards the mention of Kudumba Street. That's been mentioned by Lakshman as he's from there, and he has mentioned that it is a practice that's been followed by women of their place where they collect the recycled stuff from the streets and then use it for better environmental initiatives. So he has suggested that this is something that our government can definitely adapt and present it with the for the bilateral relationships, and both the governments, India and Nepal, could inculcate it in them. Then we have Anusha mentioning about the participatory approach that could play a vital role in the climate action, because the question still stands: who will be responsible for the change in the bilateral relations, not just in the terms of climate, but also as a cross-border relations? And what platform could be provided by the government or which organization or which reforms could be used to make this happen? Because discussions, lot do happen, but what happens on the field is that's more important. Then we have Lakshman. He has been invited to a Chinese university as he's a really nice classical dancer, and he has presented about environmental initiatives through his art and culture. I'm going to share a picture where you could see about what he has mentioned. Just give me a second. Is my screen visible to people? Okay. Lakshman, I would please could you volunteer and explain about what you told us in this breakout room about the details about these art poses?
Yeah, sure. Namaste everyone for and apologies for not switching on the video as I'm in a hostel and my friends could become the background, which I didn't sign up for. So we focused on art and culture and how this could be taken for conserving the environment. So I have been specifically focusing on this topic, how I can turn my passion into conserving environment, and I'm a classical dancer, and I've been doing environmental conservation through classical dances. For example, I am from the South India, so we have Tamil poems, which is the Sankam literature. In the Sankam literature, if we specify, we have Kuruntuke and Akanandru, which focuses on Kurunchi, the mountains, Mulai, the forest, Marutam, farmlands, Natal, the seashore, and Palai, the deserts. So in this picture, you could see a drawing on the canvas which represents the river god, or I could say the water god, which represents the Naidal or sea. It continuously talks about how we could conserve seashore and how we could conserve water. It even talks about the scientific studies such as upwelling, downstream, and how we could preserve the upwelling lands, how we can go for green protection, the spring blue time. It literally covers the whole concept of water engineering. Then I have also discussed about Puranandru, which is a Tamil poem which focuses completely on environment. What is wealth if not the trees that guard our land? So these are art forms which we could significantly use to conserve the nature.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lakshmi, for your input. So, guys, this is what we had discussed in depth. And I think it's really a wonderful thing that he is presenting environmental initiatives through his art and culture. Like, this is the first time I'm seeing something like this, to be honest. So, and Ritvik, could you please add on some points in here regarding what we had a discussion in the breakout room?
Yes, ma'am. First of all,
Yeah,
good evening,
thank you.
ma'am.
Please.
In our discussion, we discuss about deforestation and land degradation, ma'am. We both country, both India and Nepal faces so many illegal logging and unsustainable land uses and in infrastructure development in broader border region, threaten biodiversity and increase the soil erosion, ma'am. These activities have a cross-border environment impact and particularly in terrain region, ma'am. Because of this, this illegal logging and some unsustainable uses, land uses, our soil going to uh, our soil fertility going to loss, man. Because loss, we have no after that our environment going to spoil. Environment going to the spoil, man. And then and we have to and then we discuss about Sangam literature, ma'am. Like Tamil, I'm from Tamil Nadu. We discuss them, ma'am. In Asian works like Tirukkural and Sangam poetry, stress harmony with nature, ma'am. And the system shows how human life and was understood interconnected with the specific nature and landscapes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ritik, for your inputs. Vaishnavi, that's all from our breakout room, and I hope it was helpful in understanding what we had a discussion about today. Thank you so much.
Yes, it was wonderful hearing all the four presentations, honestly. Now, actually, I sent a message in the chat if you all can see. I'm actually on tab right now, so I would request someone from the OC only to take good screenshot of everybody. In the meantime, I'm actually giving some last instructions as we conclude this program. Thank you notes, everything. I don't know how to go about it, but honestly, I'll go. And I'm not framed anything, so it's just again a youth discussion, so I'll be very chill as I have always been. Okay, can't expect scripts from me right now. One quick announcement from all to all of you is that in the community, if you go, I've just created this one group which is called the India SARC group. I'll remove the permissions over there. I request all of you to just quickly go and join that group. You don't require any more permissions because I've removed all the permissions. In the next 5 minutes, I'll again open the permission code there. It is because it is actually Climate Cadets Collective's Global Connect Forum, as you can see. So I will be removing all of you from the breakout rooms. These groups will be dismantled. But for you all to be a part of such more engaging sessions for a longer point of time, whenever we are having something related to SARC and India, you all can just be a part of it. I'll just send a message and we all can just go ahead with more such initiatives in future. So I'd request all of you to join that India SAR group. No permissions are required. I've opened the group for everybody, so you all can join very quickly. In the end, I hope a few people are actually taking good pictures. So all of you just pose for a picture. So all of us just can, post it on our social media that we actually completed successfully the BAITHAK too. Apart from that, I'm so grateful to every single one of you who have joined for like both the days. As we promised, you will get your certificates within 2-3 days, as we are actually in middle of some examinations. So our team is a little busy right now, but we'll try to give you all the certificates and everything as soon as possible. And actually, I think I actually made this announcement last day as well in the meeting room. that all of you are expected, or if you're willing to work on some document from your group or some press release, you all are welcome. We will not dismantle the breakout rooms for the next 4 to 5 days until and unless we prepare the whole report and share it with you all. So in the meantime, if you feel like you can just contribute to the report writing and give some presentation or some kind of a press release document, having just very clear viewpoints as to this is what I think from, or some of your, what did you feel hearing everybody, anything very personal to you, or whatever testimonials or anything, you are free to give it on your, breakout rooms WhatsApp group, and you have your moderators who will be preparing the reports in the subs in the coming days. So until the report is made and it's published, you all are expected to just, if you want, you can contribute. Your contributions will be duly mentioned in the report that we will publish. So if there is a press release from, let's say, the breakout room one to people, and there are 4 to 5 people who have actually worked on it, your names will be there. We'll publish the same as it is, with giving a little or more edits. So that's how we actually thought of going about including your submissions in our final report. And apart from that, I think I have to be grateful to every single one of you, especially the organizing committee. A great and a huge round of applause for every single one of you, and of course your moderators who were there. I was the only in the main meeting room assigning people the breakout rooms, but I see that all of you actually gave us some inputs, which shows that your moderators have done a great job. So Tandi, Mansha, Divya, Reha, and Nurakshi, and Yashashvi, and of course Aditya, who's not there because of some work right now. But all of these people have put in hard work. And lastly but not the least, a great thanks to the Youth Thinker Society and Upma, who has been single-handedly handling this all with me, bearing with me from the last like 2 months, planning this conference. So it is kind of, I don't know how to put it into words, seeing you all joining in such a continuous manner, and looking at the presentations you all have just made right now makes me feel like, yeah, it's all successful. So I don't know, I don't have words enough to thank each one of you. So maybe I can hand it over to Upma to take it up and give a thank you note from the You Think Society. Maybe we can just do more such collaborations ahead in the future and engage more and more with you all. Thank you.
Vaishnavi, you, as you said, where we can join the group, one group.
So I don't know, many people have not actually joined the WhatsApp group, but if you have received the mail in your email, there were 4 to 5 WhatsApp group, which is like about your breakout rooms. But in the same breakout room, if you go into and check the community, in the community there are groups named as India, SARC, India, EU forum. So you can join India SARC forum. It is open for everyone to join right now. So you just click on that, you'll be joining that group. In 5 minutes, I'll close it because we do not want. Okay, so these forums are actually just to have those communities people. So we all are from India and Nepal. We all should be part of the SARC group. So that in the next time, right now we are having cross national youth dialogue. In the coming time, we may expect having cross regional youth dialogue between SARC and EU and such more things. Great things to be planned for, and a lot more to go forward with that. But let's take the small step and be a part of the SAR community for the time being. So yes, Upma. Your mic is off. Your mic is off. Upma, your mic is off. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I can't express my feeling that I'm so happy right now. And as we come to a close of a day two BAITHAK event and dialogue, obviously, and I would like to take a moment of extend my heartfelt gratitude to on the behalf of Youth Thinker Society. I would like to thank all of the participants for showing up with their curiosity, courage, and compassion. Whether you spoke up during the dialogues or listen with the care, your presence matter obviously, and space like BAITHAK are made meaningful because of the people who come not just to talk but listen, learn, and so and a special thank to CQ. Obviously, who believe in the power of dialogue, from logistic to all the coordinations and the dedications. So ensure that this dialogue flows smoothly, remains inclusive and impactful as well. So BAITHAK is more than just a dialogue. It is a space of co-creation, of bridging gaps, and of a building collective power. So they to remind us that even in our differences, we can share common dreams for equity, dignity, and justice. So thank you so much for joining. So I'm so happy.
We
Thank
are
you.
also happy. Can I just request all of you, just in whatever way you are, see, there are going to be like 25 pictures, so nobody's going to see how you are looking. Just turn on your video and someone who is actually on laptop can take the screenshot of all the people. Mancha, can you? Or anybody? Yeah, guys, just quickly turn on your videos. I'll close the meeting room for the next like 1 minute. Thank you all for joining. Let's just cherish the moment together. Thank you. Lakshman, honestly wanted to see you at last, at least, because hearing your story was so motivating and insightful. Honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed it. But okay, okay. Mansha, taken. Kanav, turn on your videos. Sorry for pinpointing you because you're a CQ member. I can't just give up on you. Yes. All right. I think someone has taken. Who has taken?
From the laptop I have, but अगर किसी और उसमें you want, then ask somebody else.
Someone take from laptop. I'm on tab. My phone screen got broke last night, so I'm just managing somewhere. Yes. Thank you all for joining. Let's meet for the next session so soon as possible.
Okay, so hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. And this is Tanvi Thakur. I'm the project director of Climate Cadets Collective, and I'm honored to welcome you all here in BAITHAK 2.0. And it is basically a cross-national youth dialogue which is grounded in collective wisdom and climate justice. So the first of all, the word BAITHAK means it is rooted from the South Asian tradition, and it refers to a space of shared reflection and deliberation. And it has been historically proven that BAITHAK nurture meaningful discourse and participatory decision making. So today we will carry this spirit forward. And as we all know that we have different breakout rooms, we will discuss on various topics. There will be some issues and questions that will be raised by the moderators to you all. And you guys have to make out a strategy and plan for those questions and jot down your points. After that, we will discuss them and after discussing we will prepare the report, and we will also represent these things, and there will be few representatives from each breakout room which will represent those points which you guys are going to jot down. So the basic theme of the BAITHAK 2.0 is confronting fossil fuel lobbying in global climate policy. Over this particular topic we discussed yesterday, and today we have 4 different topics for the 4 breakout rooms. So this theme, the basic theme of BAITHAK 2.0, reflects one of the most urgent and yet under-discussed challenges in the climate governance. The increasing presence of fossil fuel lobbyists in climate negotiations like COP28 and COP29 raises serious concerns about transparency, equity, and intergenerational. So this dialogue is a chance for us as a youth to reclaim that space and build collective strategies that center the climate justice, sustainability, and integrational equity. So over the next yesterday we did the session with the 2 great speakers, and today we will discuss these things. So this exchange of ideas is going to create enduring connections between us and shared commitments and actionable roadmaps. So let's make this BAITHAK more than just a conversation, and let's make it a catalyst for change. Thank you and welcome once again all. Now I hand this over to Mansha Kaur.
Yeah, so I hope I'm visible and audible. First of all, thank you everybody for joining us today for the day 2 of BAITHAK. It's great to see all of you, consistently being a part of event for 2 days. So just before we get into it, again, I'd like just to go ahead and introduce the organization to anyone who is new here, who maybe didn't get a chance to attend yesterday. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mansha, one of the directors here at Climate Cadets Collective, and it's a pleasure to welcome you all to BAITHAK 2.0, a collaborative youth dialogue between India and Nepal. C-Cube is a youth-led initiative under the Millennium Campus Network Fellowship, aligned with UN Academic Impact. We aim to empower young people to lead climate action from the ground up, whether that's through policy, innovation, and community engagement. What began at the University of Delhi has now grown into 500 strong network with members leading from institutions across India and abroad. Through events like the Terra Eco series and collaborations with experts and institutions like the American Center and Norwegian Embassy, we've consistently tried to work to make sure that the youth is centered when it comes to talk about climate discourse. This BAITHAK is just a part of that mission, a space for cross-border reflection, solidarity, and action. We're thrilled to be hosting this event with our peers from Nepal as we explore one of the most urgent topics in climate governance today. Thank you so much for joining us. And now I'd like to invite people from YTS to introduce the organization.
Can we have Upma?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Namaste once again. I'm Upama Acharya, and currently I'm working as a climate climate project head at Youth Thinker Society, and I would like to welcome you all at the day two dialogue of BAITHAK. And so talking about the Youth Thinker Society. Youth Thinker Society is a youth-led organization. It is a non-profit organization with a vision of empowering youth and sustaining community. We strongly believe that when young peoples are equipped with the right tools, knowledge, and opportunities, they become a powerful change makers in their societies. And YTS basically work on the different thematic groups, which include education, entrepreneurship, and AI digitalization, youth advocacy and policy literacy, research and community development, and of course in a climate part as well. And our flagship one of the flagship event is EIMUN, which gathers youth from all around the world, and it is an international platform to deliver, negotiate, and propose solution for to global issues through diplomacy and dialogue. It is truly a pleasure to be here once again, and I am very happy to see you all. So thank you.
Thank you, Upma. Thank you, Manshan. Thank you, Tanvi, for this amazing, introduction to the organization and the objectives of this BAITHAK. Now, I'll just give you all a few remarks as to what and how is the flow, because I've sent a lot of messages, but again, I would like to reiterate all of them. So as I can see, there are 31 of you, and many of you have already, registered by the given sub theme that you want to participate in. So you're already a part of the WhatsApp community and the groups. So now I would request the host in this meeting to open all the breakout rooms. What you all need to do is that you will join one breakout room at a single point of time. I would request you to not switch in like one breakout room to the other in the middle of the sessions. Just right now, decide which one, because you might have also decided which one are you going to discuss based on last day's expert session. So just choose one breakout session, and as I can see, the breakout rooms also have the topics in them: significance of coal, green energy alternative, influence of fossil fuel, and collaborative climate actions. So depending upon your interest and how you're prepared or whatever, just join one of them and stick to that. And inside that breakout room, you will have a few moderators who will be writing reports based on what you're saying, but they'll also just try to moderate the whole session, giving everyone equal chance of speaking and everyone an equal opportunity, right, to present their views. So just I think you might all have read all the instructions given in the email as well. Be very responsible, be very respectable to each other, do not use any slang, and do not say words or say something which is going to I don't think that you all are like kids, so I don't need to explain it all as it was already written in the guidelines. But again, the other moderators will be there, so now you all can just start joining your breakout rooms from now onwards. Thank you.